Hey everyone, welcome to my booty burner YouTube video. It sounds a little bit funny, but it's a session that I've been doing for quite a long time now, and it's part of my knee rehab, and I also think it's really good for climbing in general and kind of anyone in general, because having a strong booty is definitely good. This is Gracie, my housemate. Gracie moved in with us about 6 years ago for 3 weeks, and yeah, I'm going to take this moment right here to tell her that we wanted to move out. I'm just kidding.
It's been emotional.
She's crying. Why are you crying? That was a joke.
Oh dear.
Oh, lockdown is getting to us. Yeah, we're going to take you through the exercises. There are ways to make these easier and harder, so we'll discuss that as well as we go through it. There's 2 different sessions that we're going to go through, but yeah, we just call it the booty burner, which is what we've come to know it as.
Yeah.
I think you did it a couple of days ago and you're still suffering here.
Yeah.
Getting your excuses in early.
If I'm bad, that's why.
Okay, perfect. So with this session, you can make it harder by adding a band around your knees, such as this, or a TheraBand with a knot tied in it. To make it easier, you can adapt the exercises or do less exercises. And obviously, to make it harder, you can do more exercises or rest less too. I think having a strong bum or strong glutes is really good for climbing, because your legs are super important when you're on the wall and doing different movements, but also for landing in bouldering, even getting to the crag, and just generally in life, it's quite useful to have strong glutes.
It's quite hilly where we live, so we need strong glutes for that as well.
That's good for walking.
What it is?
Yeah? We're gonna go through 2 different sessions. In both sessions, we're gonna be doing 100 reps of different exercises. In the first session, each exercise we do 10 times on each side. So it's actually 200 reps. Never really thought about that.
We'll just say it's 100 still.
It sounds better if you say 100. Oh, 200 sounds like a lot. Yeah. What we'll do is, I'll demonstrate the exercise. So we do them in sets of 2, so 2 exercises at a time on each side, and then we switch to the side. So I'll demonstrate 2 exercises, and then we're going to go through the session because we need to do the session today. So yeah, you can join in and follow along if you want. Okay, so the first 2 exercises, we're going to start lying on our side, and the bottom leg's going to be really nice and straight and really strong. In all of these exercises, you're going to have a tendency to want to come into a dish shape, so it's forcing that leg to stay nice and straight. Top leg, toe goes on the bottom knee, and then we're going to take our top knee to the floor and then up as high as we can without letting that hip roll out. So we really want to stay strong through the hip and not moving around. So that would be 1 rep. The second exercise is heels together. Ideally, you want to get your bottom knee off the ground if you can. Your knees go together, knee up. Again, not rolling around, so staying nice and strong. If you want to make it easier, you can pop your knee on the floor. Even put your heel on the floor if you want to make it easier again. Should we go through the reps?
Yeah.
Okay, so first up is 10 reps of knee to floor. You can use this arm for support. Stop your upper body moving around. You only want to make sure these hips stay on top of each other and they're not wiggling around. I lost count again. 10. I'm really bad at counting. And then next we're going to do 10 reps of clams. And then onto the other side. Exercises 3 and 4, again starting on the side. The third exercise is mini mountains, so you want to tap your toe either side of your bottom foot And so you're doing a little mountain, so you're making sure it comes up quite high, but they're very narrow, pointy mountains. Kind of like a wizard's hat over a mountain. But mini mountain sounds better. And then the second, or the fourth exercise now is heel tap. So tap in front and tap behind, kind of reaching as far as you can without losing that hip. So without it wobbling around. So we're gonna go 10 reps of mini mountains. Ready?
Mhm.
And 1 rep is a tap on each side. I'm not counting. Okay, and the same again. 1 rep is a tap on each side.
Should be good disco like.
You're going to try and keep this knee quite high throughout this. Other side. If anyone's actually following along, I'm really sorry. Okay, mini mountains. I'll count this time.
Alright.
Alright, don't take the fall through.
I'm a loud person.
You're a loud person.
You can.
No, I forgot. Again, onto heel taps. Again, on these exercises, you can use your arm to stabilize your upper body, so you can really focus on using the glute to control the exercise. Try and keep that knee nice and high. One more, we've lost count again. Next exercise is, again, lying on the side. First, you're holding your leg up just above shoulder height, and you're going to stay really strong through this leg and twist your toe to ceiling, toe to floor. So you're just twisting the ankle. Actually, you're not twisting the ankle, twisting the hip. And then the second exercise, you're drawing a circle with your heels, so you can go in either direction. So 10 circles. So start off with ankle twists, nice and strong through the leg. You always call these foot waves.
Hello. Hi.
In circles. Try and do quite big circles. Next up we have, again we're lying on our side, and this time we're going to be doing quite a lot of movement with the upper leg, so we really want to focus on the hips not moving around again. First exercise, we're lifting up, down, forwards, up, down, forwards. This leg you kind of want to aim for 90 degrees, if you can a bit higher. But if you're only coming to around here because of flexibility, that's absolutely fine. You'll still get a lot from this session. The second exercise, you want to bring your leg forwards and then to where you can, ideally 90 degrees. And then you're going to lift as high as you can without losing that hip stack. Down, back to center, and then up. Ready?
Alright.
I don't know how to say what they call without it sounding inappropriate. I was going to say scissors, but that's right.
Half can.
What are we on? 5.
5.
Pointing your toes nicely.
Yes.
favourites, aren't they?
Yep.
On these exercises, your lower leg will kind of fight you to come around just to help get your core engaged. So you really want to stay strong through the glute and make sure you're staying in a nice straight line here, so that when you bring your leg up, this leg doesn't move with you, just stays solid at the bottom. Good. Fight that bottom leg. Got 10. Really?
8.
So many. 10. You're right.
Yeah, feeling quite fresh.
Last two exercises, we're going to be lying on our front. The first exercise here is toe taps. So we're going to lift the leg, take it out to the side to where it's comfortable, tap, bring it back in, tap, which is 1 rep. And then the second exercise is donkey kicks, so leg at 90 degrees. So we'll bring both legs up to 90 degrees and then lifting the working leg as high as we can and down. Just making sure you're not straining your lower back here, that all the work is going through the glutes. So first off, legs down, toe taps. And then 10 reps of donkey kick. That's 1 round of the first session, and normally we'd go straight in to the second round now. So doing exactly the same thing, and then we do that 3 times in our normal session. Session 1 is great for anyone who is just starting out doing glute work, and also anyone who's more advanced as well, because there are loads of ways to make it harder as well as easier. To make it easier, you can do less reps, or you can not push the exercise quite as far with some of them. And then to make it harder, you can try and hold. So for a second on each rep, in just like throughout the sequence. So yeah, you can mess around with band work and different ways to increase the difficulty.